there to bring it home. Shaw TV, your local voice.
The following is an independently produced community access program. The viewpoints expressed are those of the community access producer and do not reflect those of Shaw Cable Systems. The program is presented in response to CRTC policy guidelines regulating community programming.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Soul Work. This is our new season. I'm your host, Jenny Cousins, and this is my co-host, Miss Kimberly Buckler, who of course brings in her famous cookies for the crew and I. And they're fantastic. And on tonight's show, I did not book a guest on purpose because with this being the first show of the season, we wanted to dedicate the show to the viewers again, because we would not have the show without the viewers. So if anybody has any questions to ask us, either Kim or myself, give us a call. And what is that number, Kim?
It is 403-539-6710.
So Calgary, if you pick up your pens and write that number down. And what's that number again, Kim?
403-539-6710.
I'm still waiting for you to write your home number. She almost did it on a show, was going to put her home number, and I'm still waiting for it. I might actually put that up one day as a kidding around, so that way whenever you get back home.
Yeah, so how was your summer, Jenny?
Well, my summer actually was really interesting. I actually ended up going to Hawaii. Normally I would not go to Hawaii in the summertime. I'd go in the wintertime. But I really felt a pull to go. I had, a few deaths this year and I needed a healing. So away I go, and it was really interesting because I was a little concerned due to the hurricane situation.
But you missed that though.
No, because on the news they were talking about the hurricanes and I'm like, great. I forgot all about the hurricanes in the summertime. So I'm like, okay, fine. The first one, went around to the Big Island. I was going to Maui and then Honolulu. And then another hurricane was supposed to come the day I was leaving. And I'm like, wonderful, just wonderful. So I'm doing all this healing and prayers out to the islands and everything like that because even as you know, with prayer, it does work. It does,
right? Yeah.
I mean, we can all do. I mean, I'm not saying that I cleared the hurricanes, no, right? Mother Nature is Mother Nature, but like doing a healing and a prayers to certain situations, and the more people that do it towards something, it really can make a difference. Because even when I went there, I had some amazing friends. Jeni and Angela wanted to say aloha to the both of you and love you both very much. They're amazing women, amazing healers, and the energy that we shared, it was incredible.
Yeah, I would have loved to met the two ladies. Yeah, it would have been awesome.
It was absolutely something else. I tell you. So a lot of amazing things happened to me out in the island and in Maui, and then coming into Honolulu as well.
All right.
Definitely.
We do have a caller already.
Oh my goodness, already.
And Bonnie?
Bonnie.
Hi.
Hello, Bonnie.
How are you?
Excellent.
Good. I have a question. I was wondering if my youngest son has chosen the proper career for his life.
What's his first name?
Corey.
Corey?
Yeah.
The first thing, regardless out of anything, is what's really important, and what I say to anybody is we have to allow others, especially our children, to take those steps, whatever it is, whether they choose a career, a relationship, anything to do on that matter. We have to leave it up to them, right? We can always give them our love and support and feedback and guidance, right? And leave it up to them. What's he doing right now? Because I'm feeling like this career, what he's doing right now, it's almost like a temporary situation. I'm feeling it like I'm hearing the number 2, which means 2 months. Because it's almost like he's kind of scattered a little bit of making that official decision as what he wants to do. So I personally would let him go ahead and, you know, be a part of his career that he's doing. What about you, Kim?
The same thing what you said is we got to support them no matter what they choose.
Yeah.
We got to support them.
Yeah.
And be there for them.
Yeah, absolutely. What's your concern with this, Bonnie?
Hello.
Hello? Did you?
Hi, I got disconnected there for a couple seconds.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. What I just said really is with your son, right? Mm-hmm. Any of our children or friends or anything, that what I always do is if somebody came up to me and say they wanted to do a career in this or a career in that or relationship with this or relationship with that, what I always do is give them my feedback and guidance. Of course.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yes, and I leave it up to them to decide, because you got one thing we have to remember is each one of us are here, right, to walk our own path on our own journey.
Right.
Because,
definitely.
Yes, because if you told them, oh, no, under no circumstances, you know.
Oh, Lord, no, I would never do that. Oh, God, no, I just, I help them and like whatever they choose in life, I support them.
Yes, absolutely. No, I just kind of feel like for him with this, it's kind of like it's almost like he's kind of getting his feet wet, so to speak, and he kind of wants to explore. I really don't feel that he's really pulled in one direction only. I really kind of feel that his mind is kind of scattered around a little bit, and he's not 100% sure. Right? I'm feeling a pull with him with something down east. What is that?
That I'm not sure
Okay, but there's some kind of a pull that's pulling him down east with something. So that could be within the next 3 months with Christmas time. This is September. Yeah. Christmas time, November-ish. So there's an opportunity down there for him too. What about you, Kim? What are you feeling?
Pretty quiet.
Kim's pretty quiet. So that's what I'm feeling right now for him. So so just give him your love and light and send him on his journey. And
oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what it means when another person sees a pure white aura?
You're seeing auras. That's energy. That spirit, like auras represent different colors, represent different energies and different meanings, but a white aura is really good. When we're starting to see black auras, you know, gray auras around, that's not a good sign. That's not a good indication, right? But a white aura is really good. It's like a spiritualness.
Okay, good.
Right.
Good.
Yeah, so it is good. Are you seeing that?
No, my granddaughter sees them.
How old?
She sees her own white aura.
Yes. Okay. What I would do, like for children, I just love working with children. The reason I love working with children, especially the younger they are, the better they are, because when they're younger, right? It's like when you see a baby and they're looking all over. You know, they're not looking at your face; they're looking actually everywhere, because they're still in the spirit world and they're still seeing. It's like whenever, you know, there's a child there and you know, they're having a little tea party, and you know, you go into their room and you know, they're talking away, and you're like, oh, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, I'm talking to my friend. So,
and they really are.
Yes, because I always say, who's your friend? And they'll say some name, and they are, right?
Oh, yeah,
so
definitely.
What you want to do is enhance that, go with it.
Oh, yeah, she is. My granddaughter's going on 13.
Yes.
And she is...
What's her first name?
Talking to spirits and everything. She's accepting them. She's had spirits come at her telling them to tell other people messages for them and everything.
She needs some. She also needs some hematite. Hematite is a crystal. It's like a blackish silvery color. Actually, I have hematite on here. It's a cross that looks black, but hematite can be blackish gray, and it's, you know, any type of jewelry. And what that is it also helps keep you grounded.
Oh, okay.
Right, so it's important for her to, yes, please, you know, allow messages to come in, right?
Yeah, that's what I told her to do.
Yes, but she's also going to start having some dreams that are kind of a little off, right?
Yeah, she's already done, yeah.
Okay, and what she can do, especially if the dreams are getting a little kind of freaky, as I call it, She can always tell spirit, as I say, I say spirit, okay, I don't want to see disturbing dreams. If she's uncertain about certain dreams, she can write them down, right? Because spirit's just going to keep on coming in.
Right.
Definitely. But we do have actually another caller on the phone.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That if we have time, I don't mind spending time with people, and you can always book.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can always book an appointment with either one of us as well if you'd like to discuss it more.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, you're welcome.
And
Thank
I think
you.
we'll take our next caller after the commercial break, if I'm right.
Oh, there's a commercial break already. Okay, everybody, we want you to all hang tough and tight. And caller, please stay on the phone, because we're just going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be right back after these messages. So hang tough, everyone. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. And if you're just tuning in, we're welcome back to Soul Work. I'm your host, Jeni Cousins, and this is our new night tonight for season number 1. And we are indeed taking calls. And what is that number, Kim?
It's 403-539-6710.
Absolutely, Calgary. So pick up those phones and give us a call.
And our next caller is Karen.
We have a caller.
Hello, Karen.
Hi.
Karen, yes, welcome.
How are you?
Excellent.
Good. I don't know. What can you tell me? What do you see?
With what? With what? In what area?
With relationships, I kind of ended this like a friend relationship, and I don't know, like instinctively, I had to do it. It just wasn't healthy, and they were a couple friends, and my husband's kind of angry with me, but you know what? It just wasn't working for me.
No, it's good actually, because this is a year of a lot of clearing, right? Especially the last little while, we're clearing out a lot of different energies in our life, as I call it. Whether we're saying goodbye to people who have passed on, or whether we're, clearing out negative people in our life and that. And I mean, you're the best person who's going to know it. Right, and I really feel that the time was coming. It's almost like this time was coming for a little while, and you were holding on to it for quite some time, and it was just the right time to do it. I don't feel that it's 100% over. Right, it's almost like there's just a little bit that needs to be cleared yet with this person, because I'm really feeling that this kind of person is kind of a little bit like, what's going on type thing. Right, so.
Well, they're kind of blown away, but they wanted to get together with my husband and I for dinner, and then they were going to assess how I act and see if they want to continue with the friendship. And I went, well, the heck with that noise. I'm not a stock option or a horse. Like, you don't assess me.
Do you get quite a sore stomach around these people? Like, I felt queasiness. As soon as you called, I could feel that queasiness.
Yeah, like it really bothers me that did I make a wrong decision, or the fact that, I mean, we had a lot of fun until a few situations happened. And you know what? It was like, stop, I'm done, get rid of this crap.
Listen to your
stomach. I just don't want to deal with it anymore. So I just don't want to deal with it anymore. So I just said goodbye.
No, that's right. Because your stomach, your stomach is your solar plexus, is what it's called, and that's where the emotions are, right? So it's like if somebody attacks us, let's say verbally, on a hurtful level, let's say, it immediately goes to our stomach, like to our solar plexus. Yes, no, exactly, and it's time to clear it out.
Well,
right?
Because everyone's saying she's so nice. Well, yes, she's nice, but the relationship between her and I,
it's
the journey between her and I.
No, that's right. It's just time's out. I've been doing that lately too myself, clearing out, different energies in my life, and I'm going to be doing it a lot more here soon. Also, and we know whenever it's the right time for us, for whatever reason, right? It could be, it's just like, even if there's no big problem with the person, it's like, no, it's just time to go.
And that's
right?
okay.
Yeah, and that's okay, right? So you have to go by what is right for you.
Yeah.
Right? For me, it doesn't matter who the person is. I look at their energy. It doesn't matter who it is, right? And I looked at who they are, who they really are from inside. right? So, you know, you get people who betray you, who lie to you, who try to manipulate you and that. I have no time for people like that. I clear them out. First indication, I will definitely clear them out and say goodbye. So you're the person who, you know, holds that truth. But we do have another caller on hold, unfortunately.
Thank you so much.
And I really appreciate you calling in.
Okay, bye-bye.
You're welcome.
And our next caller is Vicky.
Vicky.
How are you doing, Vicky?
Hello?
Hi.
Yes.
I can barely hear you.
Okay. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, a little better, yeah.
Okay, do you have your TV on?
No.
Okay.
And your caller for it, or your question for us, Vicky?
It's an odd kind of a question. I've been feeling really distracted and, what's the word, lazy, unmotivated. I just feel like I need something to look forward to. Is there anything coming for me?
Yeah, one thing you got to remember is we're the only ones that can make something happen, first of all, right? And we can get really, really restless and what decision do we do? Where do I go? What's going on, right? And then we have to take a look around our life, what's really clinging on to us. What's not working, what is working. But I do really feel a change coming in for you, but not immediately, to be honest.
Yes.
I really don't. It's almost like when you're really, really ready to make a shift, you will. But you got to be ready for it, right? If you're not certain which direction you want to go, what happens is you send that energy out to the universe that, you know, I don't know what I want to do. So your thoughts get scattered. So you leave those scattered messages to Spirit. So what you can do is, you know, Spirit, give me a sign. What do I do? Where do I go? What direction do I go to? But I am feeling a shift coming. What about you, Kim?
I was, as soon as you started, I was just thinking of you got to find a happy place within before other things start to fall in. And that's why I noticed in the last year I found that happy space within myself, and everything's falling into place now. So just enjoy the moment, enjoy what you're doing, and things will start coming in when you're ready for it.
Yeah, you have to be ready.
Okay.
You have to be ready.
Okay.
Right?
I'll work on that.
Yeah, so dive deep down.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
And follow what it is that is pulling you.
Yeah. Okay.
Regardless of what anybody says.
Okay.
Because you're very intuitive. You're a real old soul. So you've got a
Oh,
lot of
really?
ability. Yeah, you're a healer. You've got a lot of abilities. But we also have another caller on hold.
Okay.
And, I mean, we can talk more to you about it if you'd like. You can book an appointment with either Kim or myself also, and then we can elaborate and give you a lot more information.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling.
And our next caller is Deborah. Hello, Deborah. Hi, how you doing?
Hi, Deborah.
Good.
And your question?
Well, I have a question. I currently enjoy doing, jewelry, painting, arts and crafts, that kind of thing, or should I go back into the business world?
I think you're really good at what you're doing, actually. Very, very creative. You can balance both worlds if you want. I see actually you working something part-time in a way, because I see you on a desk and I see you working with numbers and such, but I also see you definitely doing your crafts, right? If you set yourself up, because I'm almost seeing you like at a craft fair for some reason. Christmas time. Are you putting something together?
I am.
Yes. Yeah, really follow that, because I'm really feeling that with you. You're very creative. And, you know, you're very business oriented also, so you can tie the both in and really make a go at it. You very well could find, you know, even something even more part-time, and I see you connecting with the owners of that company. So, yeah.
Are you advertising? Are you advertising your work?
Oh, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
So
Not
that's
yet.
what you need to be doing. You need to be advertising the work that you're doing, the crafts and that'll give you a good boost.
Yeah, because I'm seeing a table. So craft fair of some sort. You know how, especially with Christmas coming up, right? How people
that's
set up.
perfect.
Yes, do that, because that really resonates with you, completely resonates with you. So you're going to have the option, you know, to do a lot of different things. You could expand on that, really, right? I do see you making some money with that, but I also seen you getting something at a desk, working with numbers of some sort for a smaller company in a way. Because it's almost like you're doing the books or something.
Okay. That's great.
Yes.
That's great. I just wanted, I would rather do the artsy stuff.
Do that. Follow that, because that's where I really feel your passion, right?
Absolutely.
Yes. But we also have another caller on hold as well.
Thank you.
Yes, no, you're very welcome, Deborah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And our next caller is Verna. Hello, Verna. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
Yes.
And
I would like to know if it's advisable for me to move full time to the island.
No.
Really?
Not right now.
I heard the same thing.
Yeah, not right now. What's your insight, Kim? I want to see what you're seeing.
I just know it's the gut again. Just
feeling?
wait a few months. Just wait a few months, maybe next spring, next summer. Not now.
Okay. I did buy I have 2 homes right now, one in High River and one on the island. I can't seem to leave High River.
No, I don't feel you in High River. I really don't.
Okay.
No, I would sell your home in High River. You very well could even like if you went out to the island right now. I'm really just not feeling it. It's almost like it's not the right time. If you waited into the new year, early new year is your best bet, right?
Okay.
But get rid of your house in High River is what I would personally do. Because you're gonna find that there's a few shifts coming up here for you, right?
Okay.
Yeah. What do you?
Well, that's interesting. Yes, because I have a doctor's appointment in November. So
Yes.
probably that's what you're seeing. That it's not a good time to sell it right this minute.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, then.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Bye.
And we really appreciate everybody calling in, and anybody is available to book an appointment with either Kim or myself. My website is soulworkwithjeni.com. And what's your website, Kim?
Spiritsoulhealing.com.
Yeah, and we always hold back a lot when we are speaking with people, because we do get like call to call, and what we'd normally say to you, let's say if you're sitting person to person with us, it's going to be a lot more elaborated in all different areas of your life, of what is going on. But when calls are calling in, of course, we like to, help as many people as we can. So we're really kind of limited of, all this information that we can provide for you. And of course, it's personal too, right?
Yeah.
So, we're not going to go into a lot of different, details about different things around different circumstances also, right? Because we want everybody to be comfortable.
Yeah, and I know when I'm sitting with someone, it's amazing what happens in an hour with a reading, or half an hour. There's a lot more information that comes out, and because there's so many things that come into play in our life. It's not just one thing, right?
No, because it's all connected,
intertwined.
So certain events that are going on in our life, regardless if it's relationship, work-wise, if we're going to move to a different, like city or country or province or anything. It's all intertwined.
Our health.
And our health,
our
really.
patterns,
Absolutely. Because different events that go on, in our life, like for me, like when I have different events that are going on, with my life, like different, traumatic events. This year for me has been very traumatic for many reasons. My weight goes up.
Okay.
Right? Because it's all, energy and everything that's affected. Right? So, this year is a more difficult year where, when things are more calm and such like that, things seem to flow a lot better, right?
Yeah.
So there's different reasons why different things go on at the time for clearing. I mean, some of you might notice the past, week, few days, the energy has really shifted. There's been a shift in energies. We might have, been seeing a lot more clarity with certain things that are going on in our life. Time again to do a lot more clearing out. I've had a lot of messages from people these past few days you know, with just different radical things that are going on in their life. And I'm like, clear things out. You know, I've got things that I'm going to be clearing people out of my life as well. You know, it's just time that, you know, it's the shift. It's the right time. It's not that they're a bad person or a good person. It's just time for the shift to go, you know, and we have to, you know, respect ourselves and love ourselves enough to say goodbye. It's just time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I saw that in patterns this year.
Yeah.
You know, people coming and going, and I saw in patterns and the things that was happening, and I realized, okay, I got to set more boundaries and say, okay, this is not allowed in my space, and
absolutely
respect for each other, compassion for each other. Doesn't matter who we are or where we are. We've got to show some compassion for everybody out there.
Yeah, because everybody is going through something different. You know, and you know, some people will just automatically point the finger here and there, and the last thing I do is ever point a finger, because the first thing I do is look at myself. You know, what created this to happen, or that to happen, or that to happen?
Or what story did I create? Or I saw something, and what story did I create from it? And it's, sometimes it's a little ridiculous.
You know, and then you take a look at it, and you're like, you know what? It's time to clear those people out of my life. I won't have somebody try to manipulate me or treat me with any disrespect or use and abuse me or anything to do on that negative level. I clear them out immediately, right? If we allow somebody to control us, manipulate us, betray us, you know, things like that on a negative level, if we do not do something about that, we're going to attract it more, right? And that's from the lower desire energy, and you'll keep on attracting it. You won't move forward, nothing will get resolved. And then I just say goodbye to that person, and, you know, they have their own issues to resolve. You know, you've got to walk in your own light, as I call it, and try to keep as much peace as possible in your life, because if you don't, energy is going to get scattered.
And you're going to get sick.
Yeah, you're going to get sick. Exactly. Your health's going to get affected, you know, and it's going to affect everything: relationships, jobs, anything.
Yeah, your life becomes stagnant. It's like you're not getting anywhere.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and nothing will move forward.
Yeah.
You know, and then we're like, oh, what's going on? Why isn't this happening? Why isn't that happening? You know, and that's why whenever I see someone, you know, there's a lot more involved than, you know, this is what I see. You're going to change your job in 3 months, or, you know, you're going to move in a year's time. There's a lot more to it around that. And even with myself, I go into a lot more details. This is why this is happening, and this is why this is not happening, right? So we are the ones who have to make that change to create things.
Yeah, and not force a change.
No.
So if you hear, you get a message of something coming in, or you might need somebody or something, don't force it. Don't keep on thinking about it. Just let it go. Yeah. And when the time's right, it'll come in. Because if you keep on dwelling on it, you're pushing that away. So.
Allow things to flow.
Yeah.
When we're out of that flow, right, then we know we're on the wrong path.
Yeah.
You know, we can't stay in our comfort zone either. We have to move forward, and we have to clear things. But we want to thank everyone for watching the show tonight. I'm going to be making some changes on the show. So in order to see those changes, you have to stay tuned in every Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. I'm your host, Jeni Cousins. Thank you again for watching Soulwork. See you all again next Wednesday night live at 6:30.
Take care.
Following is an independently produced community access program. The viewpoints expressed are those of the community access producer and do not reflect those of Shaw Cable Systems. The program is presented in response to CRTC policy guidelines regulating community programming.